Jing's true power. Ging freaks. I think one of the most hyped up characters in the Hunter x Hunter story, the Hunter x Hunter story, which has been on hiatus. He's the father of the main character, Gon Freaks, and is established hunter in the Hunter x Hunter world. We know that Gon, his whole goal was to find Ging Freaks, and after he found him, like, you definitely were thinking what's next. And I think personally that Ging Freaks story is what is next. After we found Ging Freaks, we now transition to Ging Freaks and his story, and then we're going to go back to Gon. And I'm very excited to see the future of what is going to be happening, though it might take a long time to actually see what all the events come up. Now, Ging Freaks, he's a part of these Zodiacs. Those Zodiacs are the top hunters that are handpicked by Netero and have some sort of relationship with Netero. And, these guys are no joke. They're very powerful. A lot of people sleep on the Zodiacs, but I'm telling you guys, they're very powerful. And, like, these guys are sparring with Netero. They gain the respect by Netero. And, like, they're top hunters. And these guys' Nen's abilities is probably the most hacks, crazy Nen abilities. You're gonna see like some crazy stuff, and I'm so excited, because these guys are above, in my personal opinion, characters like Morel. Morel was so impressive in the Chimera Antark. So if these guys are above Morel, I gotta get some respect to the Zodiacs. Now, Ging even got more hype as he was stated to be a top 5 Nen user. And the fact that he's a top 5 Nen user in the entire world just showcases how strong Ging is. Now, this was stated by Bisky, and Bisky's a double star hunter who's very powerful and has been showcased to be very powerful. In a data book, Togashi actually said that Bisky was stronger than Illumi and Hisoka, so her full power is very impressive. You gotta respect Bisky. Just because she's a childlike person who does a lot of dumb stuff, you gotta respect her power, and she's like, Jing's the top 5 Nen user. He's no joke. Even Netero says this, and Netero said he's not the best anymore. If you didn't notice, during the Chimera Antark, Netero says that was back in his prime 50 years ago, that he was the best hunter, the strongest Nen user. Now he's like half of his power, and he's not the strongest anymore. So the fact that Netero says this, it makes me assume that Ging is around Netero's level right now, or maybe even above this old Netero level, and that would be very impressive because we see what Netero is doing in the Chimera Antark. That was crazy. Give respect to that zero hand. Now, another thing I want to talk about when it comes to Ging and his power is the fact that he built Green Island, the game, which is very spooky. I'll tell you right now, that game is very spooky with his friends, and just the way that he led Gon and Killua to actually go into Green Island. He used some crazy abilities when it comes to the tape. That tape was crazy because he actually made the tape erase all itself. That's an emitter and a manipulator type Nen ability. So you gotta give some respect to Ging. He seemingly looks like he's very great when it comes to his Nen ability in all the categories. Ging also is known for training Kite, and I'll be honest here, Kite for me personally is one of the best Nen users we've seen in the entire series. He's able to have an N of 45 meters. Now you're probably thinking, 45 meters of N is not that crazy. We've seen Xeno with 300 meters. We've seen Pito with 2 kilometers. But the reason why I'm so impressed with Kite's N is because a master's N is like 50 meters. And Kite's 45, so you're thinking he's not really a master, but Kite is actually moving with his end the whole time, and the fact that he's moving his end, it just showcases that his end is probably, him just naturally just putting his end out is probably way higher than 45 meters, so Kite is a very impressive character. We see him when he was going against Pito. He scarred up Pito, and Pito was one of the strongest characters in this entire series we've seen already, so definitely Kite, yes, he did take an L to Pito, but we don't know how he would actually go against when he had 2 arms, but yeah, he did say that number 3 was a bad pick when it comes to fighting Pito. So yeah, I definitely gotta give some respect to Kite as a character. And Kite even said that Ging, like the fact that Ging was a trainer of Kite, and then Kite says that Ging could have been a 3 triple star hunter if he wanted to, but he's just lazy. He can apply for it. Right now he's a double star hunter. It gives respect to Ging as a character and his power. Now, one of the coolest things we've seen, and this might be a spoiler for anime onlys, but if you're an anime only, what are you doing? Go read the manga, man. The manga is so amazing. Start at chapter 340 and continue on that greatness and see the story. 20 chapters of amazing. But yeah, Ging can copy strike attacks that he's received, which is a very cool ability. We see him copy Leorio's ability, the warped punch, in which Leorio punches from like the ground and it can warp into some other area, teleport into some other area, which is a very impressive. Leorio's an emitter, so I definitely gotta give some respect to Leorio's ability. But the unique thing about this is he also can take this ability and then actually use other techniques like his ultrasound that he was using in the phasing bullets, which in my opinion is very impressive because it's not even his main power, just something that he learned to do, and it's just I think he has, like, it's crazy. I think Jing, when it's going to be showcasing actual Nen type, it's going to be emitter, because when Hisoka was talking about how you can tell what kind of Nen type someone is by their personality, emitters are short-tempered, and we saw Leo Rio, who's an emitter, he's short-tempered. We saw Jing in the Hunter Association election, when he was beating up all the other hunters for calling him a bad dad, he has a short temper. Even Pariston said that he has a short temper, so I think Jing might be, his main Nen might be emitter type, and he has some crazy ability with that Nen. And some people say that Jing might be a specialist, but personally I don't think he's gonna be a specialist. I think that he's gonna fall like just like his son Gon. Gon is just an enhancer, but has done crazy things with the enhancer ability. I think Jing's the same, where he has an emitter, but he does crazy thing with that Nen type, and it's gonna be very badass. Now, yeah, Jing is very short-tempered, but he's very smart. He does seemingly looks like he's joking and chilling a lot of times, but he's a very smart character. Like we saw with the Zodiac election, how he knew everything was going to be planned out, and he planned everything out like crazy. So Jing is definitely showcased his ability to be very smart many times, and that's why Pariston and him go at it a lot, because Pariston's a very smart character and Jing's a very smart character. Like Pariston, Jing, and Cheeto are like very smart, and you saw Jing giving advice to Cheeto back in the election arc. So definitely gotta give some respect to Jing, a top 5 Nen user. His Hatsu, when we finally see his Hatsu, his true main ability, it's gonna be so crazy. I personally feel like nobody can predict what it's gonna be. That's how crazy it's gonna be. It's gonna be like Netero, Isaac Netero's ability when we saw in the Chimera Antark. Like, we were like, whoa. That's what we were like, whoa. Nobody predicted Netero to have ability like that, so OP, so overpowered, so unique. So I definitely feel like Jing's gonna be just like that. And I personally feel like his Nen type is an emitter. We know Netero is an enhancer. So just my thoughts on the subject at hand. Tell me your thoughts in the comment section. What do you think about Jing's ability? First Hunter x Hunter video. Tell me your thoughts on if you want to see more Hunter videos. Put your Hunter videos you want in the comment section. Like and share if you enjoyed. Like and share all if you enjoyed. And subscribe for more Hunter x Hunter videos. I'm Ned Mac, and I'm gone.